Since December 2019, living a pandemic and its global repercussions, reality hit hard as demand for health workers shot up like never before. A call to duty for all health workers as hours on call exceeded normal. It is in times like this one forgets to look out for themselves. In July 2020, Mrs. Perpetual Ofori Ampofo, President of Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association, together with the first Vice Chairman, Mr. Jefferson Asari Dankwa, second Vice, Mr. Emmanuel K. Abiu, the Chairman, Mr. Prince Upuni Frimpong, and other executives, through good leadership and guidance, came up with this initiative, Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association's Nurses and Midwives Village. Starting with the Greater Accra region, Omri Projekts is well pleased to be associated with the construction of 6,000 affordable housing units for the members of Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association. We bought into the vision to provide decent, affordable homes for members while in active service or retirement. Our 5 community nurses village is located in Insache, Amanfrom, and Mpewasem, all towns of Ikuapem South District in the eastern region of Ghana. The area has all the basic amenities like water, electricity, and road. With our flexible payment plan, we guarantee your land ownership will be smooth and litigation-free. Phase 1 of this project has been well received, leading to the acquisition of lands for phases 2, 3, and in the other regions across the nation. We encourage all members of the association to take this opportunity to own a home. The estimated time for the project is 2 to 3 years, all things being equal. We have regional offices in Greater Accra, Cape Coast, Bono, Eastern, Western regions, and intend to cater to the remaining regions. Currently, construction work has commenced on Site 1. Our progress has been impressive and work is steadily picking up. This is evidence that Omri Project is here to support and guide you through your dream of home ownership. Thank you for making Omri Project part of your story.
The GRNMA Omri Housing Projects is a way that the union, that's the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association, is trying to help members to own their own houses before they go on retirement. The Greater Accra branch of the association, that is its leaders, have done a lot in terms of reaching out to Omri Projects to acquire lands at the sites, and through that members within the Greater Accra region have had access to plots of land, and through financing from Omri at the moment, they have even started the construction of their 2-bedroom houses, 3-bedroom houses, and so on. We as the national leadership are working with all other regions to also roll out such projects. We are happy to note that in almost every administrative region of the association, regional leaders have acquired lands that members have been able to purchase, and they are trying to build. Gone are the days when you would go on retirement before you start building a house that you can call your home. Those days are over, and it's about time we all sit up and know that we can do it whilst we are working. And therefore, I urge all members of the association, especially those in Greater Accra that have signed on to the Omri Projekts housing project, to do well, to commit their all to it so that it can work. At the national level, we are still working on the finance to support members through Stanbic Bank and through Cal Bank, and we are hoping that at the end of the day, the support from these banks will enable you to get your own housing and at the end of the day call it your home. When we look at the way the project has been rolled out and things are going, no doubt The Greater Accra Regional Executives, led by Mr. Prince Opuni Frimpong, the chairman, and the vice chairman of the region, Mr. Jefferson Asari, have really done a lot of work, and we appreciate all their efforts. Beyond them, the other regional executives have also done very well in terms of supporting members in the region to own lands at Insechi, Amanfrom, and the new site at Mempemwasem. I think that it is a great venture that we are taking on, and these are not going to be nurses villages or nurses and midwives villages. They are going to be nurses and midwives cities. We hope and pray that all those who have purchased the lands and are having their buildings constructed will be very happy to have a place they can call their homes. So we wish all members the very best in this endeavor, and hope and pray that Omri Projects will also deliver and will continue to grow in strength as you continue to support nurses and midwives in Ghana.
My name is Prince Opuni Frimpong, the Greater Accra Regional Chairman for Ghana Registered Nurse and Midwives Association. Serving at the district level as the Kolebu District Secretary and at the regional level as the Regional Secretary, and climbing to the highest position in the region as the Regional Chairman, and observing the housing needs of members and midwives. It became empirical that the frustration that nurses and midwives go through in acquiring an affordable house rent even after retirement, it's so much. I dreamt and had a vision, and that vision was to assist all nurses and midwives in Greater Accra region to own an affordable house. That notwithstanding, one can't own a house without having a land. After careful consultation, we settled on Omri Project because of their track records, because of how genuine they are, because of how transparent they are, because of how open they are. We fell on them, and we've never regretted involving Omri Project in our nursing and midwifery enclave. As we speak now, we have the Site 1, we have Site 2, and we have Site 3. Even with Site 3, we are done with the first block and moving on to the second block. Members have taken delivery of their lands and documents, and some have even started building. This is the company one can trust. As we also speak now, nurses and midwives who wish to have their building built by Omri Project have contacted them, and their building have commenced. I will entreat all nurses and midwives in Ghana and Greater Accra for that matter to take advantage of the land acquisition and mortgage that we are enrolling for members, for that matter nurses and midwives. And I can assure them that they will never regret. I would like to tell Omri Project that they've really done a good service to the nurses and midwives in Greater Accra. Regions that having taken this opportunity should contact them, and I can assure them that they will have the land of their choice, and they will be landowners in the near future. Before I end my speech, let me thank them once again and entreat all nurses and midwives who have not taken advantage of this project. There are more lands available, and even when the nurses and midwives enclave project is completed, we will search for another place for them to have their lands. I thank you all. God richly bless you. Thank you.
Person Asari Dankwa, Greater Accra Regional First Vice Chairperson, Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association, and the National Project Coordinator for the Nursing Housing Scheme. My first thanks go to Omri Project for this wonderful program they have in place for us. Owning a home in Ghana, I know it's a very tedious thing to do, but to simplify owning a house for nurses and also midwives, I think they have done wonderfully well. Currently, we have close to 1,000 people, 2,000 people owning lands, and some people enrolling into their mortgage system. I think it's wonderful. They need to be recommended. And again, I will want to thank our members. They've been wonderful. It's a year and some few months since we started this whole project, and members have been trooping in, buying lands and buying the houses. I think it's a good thing that we have initiated. Executives knew that one of the biggest challenges Ghanaian nurses face is own a house before they go on retirement, and we saw that we can do something about it. And Omri coming on board, our members supporting us, and the zealous work of the executive brought us this far. We want to encourage all nurses in Greater Accra that this is the project that we have brought. This is the dream that the executives have. The national executive, the regional executive, this is our dream, to make sure that every nurse before your retirement own a home or a land to make a project for yourself. This is what we are looking at, and Omri is ready to give us that assurance that they will be able to provide these houses for us. We are having 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, 1 bedroom, and even a lot at your preference. So why don't we all roll on it, get on board, own a house, and you can pay within 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. We are extending to even 25 years. I think this is a beautiful project that we need to do. This is a recommended project that every nurse needs to believe in it, and let's get it done. I want to own a home at the Ghana Registered Nurses City, and seriously, I want you to be my neighbor. Let us all think together and make this project work, and by 5-10 years to come, it will be a beautiful thing for nurses, midwives, and all our family to be at a community that is full of life. Thank you very much.
My name is Emmanuel K. Abiu, the second Vice Chairman for Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association, Greater Accra Region. Being involved in Unionism and Nurses Association from day one. In fact, I've been the National Secretary for General Nurses Group, Ghana, for 4 years, and the National PRO for another 4 years. Elsewhile, the Assistant Regional Secretary for Northern Region, and a founding member for ENT Nurses Group, Ghana. And now, my position now, I travel all over the nation, over the country on assignment. The complaint that we've been receiving from comrades, young and old, all boil down on accommodation and home or shelter to hide in, especially after retirement. Our chairman, Prince Opening Frimpong, has a vision of coming up with Nurses and Midwife Village, of which the entire REC bought into it, and we put ourselves together, and then we got in touch with Omri to handle this project for us. Why Omri? Because after our checks, they have a track record what they did in Ashanti region and are still doing in Ashanti region and all other regions in the country, coming up with litigation-free land. We think it is very laudable for us to move on in that direction. So we got involved and acquired these plots to help ourselves and comrades. And it has been tremendous from day one. As we speak, we can talk about 460 nurses and midwives in Greater Accra have so far acquired plots numbering about 800, with a great feeling that the project it's moving on well because of the enthusiasm and the willingness to acquire these plots. I must say that Omri has been a very good partner in this project, and I will urge every Tom, Dick and Harry to get involved. If you are a nurse, a midwife in Greater Accra and beyond, and you've not got a plot yet, I will urge you to come on board, to acquire this land for ourselves, to be able to put shelter over our head while we prepare for retirement and beyond. So when our chairman came up with a vision and Omri was consulted, we all bought into it. And I must say, for now, it is worth doing. I will urge all of us, ladies and gentlemen, comrades of the noble profession, nurses and midwives in Greater Accra and beyond, who also want to come up with their own project and get a home after retirement, to come on board. Think of your dream home, think Omri. Think of your dream house, think Omri. Thank you.
Otisinani ade Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association perpetual ofuri ampofosinani ajepa efise wana anwere da sembri bedu sem ye de aso abofuma kase ye ba besi baby kase ente se ade ama nurses ne midwives a ewo Ghana ha we ebeboa mu dwumedu mudi ne akoso ye papa appointing wada ekuku awodo a omato omochi no ase
dan sam ya sama hawkers bebre brain bebre no nipa bi wo ho a ombetwan obekọ retirement na afi na ope baby ono ankasa be friend se ne fie na odi ne tiato enso yesi ye nurse ne ye midwives for no yen ma omo saade ne be nto omo abra yen ye lead association no enti we mu ne na ye ne ye de aboa omo se ne be ya ansa na omo be kwa homegie mu adwuma omo ye no na omanya baby a omo de omutiri ebeto
o ye nurse ana midwife a utia dues ema Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association o qualify for this project o buy a regional secretariat ewo Zoti Kolebua forms ni bi wo and now free any of the regional executives on sabeka form no o fele o the necessary document aye ka attach o ye payment na ya wo allocation amount
abri ene akuapem adonte hene nana otubo jankwesi otoso mienu
say light ni ade wa hade na so hwe ba bi aye hye na se base se dwumadi ba ha yo edi nyuma kra ebe ba ha yo akwantwa ne ade ebe titia nti wore betu manim na mse ebe ma won asase ene maka che se me de dade abofo mu me so challenge nti we di asem bia ne ho langas wo ho but ye hade eyedin ye hade ohina no ye ne langard ahade ni langas wa ha nti bia be koso pepepe
empenifu abadwumadi no ase bi no eyemrahye bedwani edema akuapem south abato mpehia no onmonyafo osebunsu amoa ono so hyebo sobe na afomude aboa medansie na akoso kama.
It is a happy arrangement that such a landmark project is located in the Akuapem South Municipality. The information that the banking and financial institutions, the Ministry of Finance, are fully behind this 6,000 unit project is really assuring. For us in the municipality, that's the chiefs, the MCE, and the people of Akuapem South, we guarantee you full cooperation and support. We are behind you, as we say in the traditional sense, the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening.
My name is Ruth Safo from the National Blood Service. I'm a nurse, and I heard of the Nurses Village project from a district meeting, and I got interested. So I decided to pick the form, fill it, and bring it to the secretariat to be processed. When I came, I got a good customer service where I was told how the process is, how the payment plans are. I went to do my payment and I got a call that money has been received. Thereon, we've been getting updates. We have a platform, a WhatsApp platform that they give updates on how it's being done. And 3 months or 4 months into me paying, I was given a message to come and sign for my document, and I did sign for it. I've been promised that my plot will be allocated to me. I would advise each and everyone who is a health worker, my colleagues, the nurses and the midwives, I would advise everybody to try and get involved. The people are trustworthy, and I think it's so genuine that everybody, every nurse, every midwife out there should try and get involved. I want to say a big thank you to our executives and Omri Projekts for thinking of our future and bringing this project on board. We say God bless you, and we are so happy. I, for instance, am very happy to be part of this project. Thank you very much.
My name is David Sam, the Deputy PRO of the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association, Greater Accra Regional Branch. I have been part of the Nurses and Midwives Village project from day one, visiting the site with members almost every week. We all, as executives, bought into the idea of our chairman, Mr. Prince Opuni Frimpong, which is to get every nurse and midwife in the region to own a land or even a house before he or she goes on retirement. From day one, we have tried to make members understand the rationale behind the entire project, which is to get a very vast land where nurses and midwives will be living together, owning lands and getting a decent place to reside before they eventually go on retirement. This project became possible because our national president, which is Madam Perpetual Ofori, has also supported it in every way she can to make it a reality. When this project started in July last year, many nurses were skeptical about how the project will be possible. We have sat down with members to explain the rationale behind the project with them and how we are bent on making it a great possibility. From day one, we have visited the site several times, making them know what actually we have for them. We have explained our partnership with Omri and what Omri have done in other regions before we also bought in their idea. We have visited the site several times, from the first site, which is based at Insechi, to the Amamfrom site, which is the second site, and also to the third site, which is going to be at Mentasem. Nurses and midwives have accepted the project and have uploaded our chairman together with our president, Madam Perpetual Ofori, for such a brilliant idea. Members have bought the idea and are rushing for the plot day in, day out. At the first site now, currently, you can see buildings springing up where members through the Omri payment plan are to own houses within the next 2 years. All a member is supposed to do is to make a 10,000 cedis deposit and now service the remaining amounts within 5, 10 to 15 years. Very soon, we will have about 100 houses, which is being sponsored by the Omri mortgage program, and nurses are going to own their own houses, basically 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom expandable houses at the first site, which is located at Insechi. Members have also bought almost every plot at the second site, and basically the third site is also being sold out. We are encouraging every member to buy into this idea because previously nurses were retiring as paupers. Many retire before they eventually pack to their hometowns or even have to pet with other relatives when they eventually go on retirement. Currently, due to this project, nurses, before they even spend about 10 years in service, are going to own decent houses, which will add more respect to the profession, which is already known as the noble profession. If you are a nurse and as of today you are yet to call on us, get involved because the project is a very interesting one. Today, the idea or the previous idea where nurses were retiring before patching with relatives is no more. Now, nurses, even when you are less than 5 years in service, have the opportunity to own a piece of land and build from 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, or a 3 bedroom house before eventually you go on retirement. Get involved. We are here to support you. Thank you.
My name is Kofi Adams, and I'm the Assistant Regional Secretary for the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association, Greater Accra. And my role basically is to do administrative staffs of the association together with the chairpersons and then the other executives. And there's a project that we embarked on when we took office as regional executives for the 4 years from 2020 to 2024, which we want to look at getting affordable housing and then lands free from litigation for our members in the region. Because in Greater Accra, now it's been a whole lot of hassle when you want to have an accommodation, a decent accommodation of your own. Even when you want to have land on your own, there has been a whole lot of issues. So when we took office as executives with the help of our able chairperson, Mr. Prince Opunifrimpong, came on board with a project where we had the Omri Projekts coming in to help get litigation-free lands for our members, that's nurses and midwives in the region. Likewise also to help them to be able to put on a building that would, into the future, would have something that they could look out to. So when this idea came, or when this plan came, it's a wonderful plan that everyone would want to hop onto this idea. So all the executives agreed onto this, to have Omri Projekts coming in to help our nurses and midwives in the region to acquire these lands, as I said earlier on. And this project has been going on for a year and then some few months now, where we have lands at certain sites that we are selling together with our Omri Projekts, those who are in charge of this lands and then housing. We have had nurses and midwives, coming in to purchase a piece of land for themselves and then their families, looking into the future to build a bright future for themselves in case of when they go on retirement, or perhaps when they are still in active service, they want to move into it or so. So we've had nurses coming into play, getting these lands. And what I would want to say, or what I want to encourage other nurses and midwives, those who haven't had the opportunity to have a piece of land for themselves, I would want to encourage every nurse and midwife that this is a project that it goes on to help each and every one of us, because housing is one thing that normally becomes a big challenge for people, especially in Greater Accra, having to look at the issues that you would have to go on with even registration of the lands and then these few things. But here's a case that with the projects that we have, Omri comes in to help you secure the land. One, they also be able to help with the registration of the land, whereby members wouldn't have to go through this, hassle, having to move to the lands commission and then other places to register the land. And then this is also a project that we are very certain that it doesn't come with any kind of litigation where, here in Accra, you have lands and land guards are up chasing you here and there. But this is a land that you are very certain that it is free from litigation. So then I would actually encourage nurses and midwives, if you haven't had a piece of land for yourself, try as much as possible to go into this project with us. And then also, it's not like you having to purchase a land and you have to pay outright. If you have the means to pay outright, you are free to do so. On the other hand, if you also you want to do you have a payments plan, you have options for some payments that you could look at on 3 months, on 6 months, 9 months, or even 12 months. Others would also want to look at paying over a period of 24 months, that's 2 years. So these are a few payments plans that we have for our members. So then, as I said, I would encourage all our members to do their possible best to look into the future. This is a project that we are anticipating that within the next few years to come, the place will be more developed, and we would all be happy that we hopped on onto this project. So then, finally, I would encourage my nurses and midwives out there, let us do our possible best. At least, even if it's a piece or a half plot of land that you could acquire for yourself for now, kindly do so and then let's into a future with a good perspectives. Thank you.
Good day, our cherished nurses and midwives in Greater Accra region. We at Omri are very, very happy to be part of this project. We are so grateful that you've given opportunity to Omri to be part of this life-changing project, which is to help nurses and midwives in the Greater Accra region own their houses before retirement. Currently, Site 1 and Site 2 are sold out, and allocations have already been done with just some few people who have not yet been allotted their plots. That's mainly because we do the allocations in batches. So if you've not gotten your land yet, you might have already signed your documents, and then you wait till your turn. We would definitely allot you your plot. Site 3 is currently ongoing. Block A is already sold out. Block A of Site 3 is already sold out, so you can take advantage of Block B, and then contact your executives, make your payment, and then you would also be part of this life-changing opportunity to own affordable houses. We have also agreed with the executives to come up with an affordable payment plan which affords members to use just some small down payments, 10,000 cedis, and then you can actually start making payments within 24 months. You have your house, and you can choose a payment plan of either 5 years, 10 years, or 15 years. And it doesn't come with any other attachments. It's just your payment plan that comes at an interest rate of 14%, and that's just it. You don't need to have insurance, you don't need to have all those things the banks will be asking you for. Just sign up and then be part of this opportunity. The houses are also being done at a very affordable price. 1-bedroom houses, a little over 98,000 cedis. Then the 2-bedroom house is just about 110,000 cedis, and then a 3-bedroom house about 130,000 cedis. Early bird discounts are there, where you can actually get some small discounts off the prices. But at the moment, these are the prices we are doing, and the cheapest in the market. So take opportunity and then be part of this great venture that has been made possible by the association executives. Thank you.
My name is Jeffrey Osafo-Yeboah. I'm the regional coordinator for Omri Projekts on the Nurses and Midwife Village Project. My role is to coordinate the daily activities of the project, right from the application process through to documentation, allocation of the plots to the individuals, and presenting your final documents to you. We have served about 465 nurses with about 721 plots, right from the first site, second site, and the third site. Currently, we are still selling some more plots, which is available on the third site. That is a very favorable place since we have the new campus for the Accra Poly School located there. I would like to encourage every nurse to sign up to this project. Please do not hesitate to visit the Secretariat from Mondays to Fridays between the hours of 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. with all your enquiries. Thank you.